Let's talk pricing. How much can you expect to pay in fees when it comes to investing in a coaching program for your business? Well, there are three main variables that have the biggest influence on price, and this video is about helping you understand those variables so that you can make an informed decision about what's right for you and your business based on what you want to achieve, how fast you want to achieve your results, and how you want the coaching to work. So let's get started by talking about the type of coaching program. Generally speaking, there are two approaches. There's a group coaching route or there's a one-to-one bespoke coaching route. Group coaching, as you may expect, is where you work in a group of other business owners, and that could either be where you are in smaller cohorts or where you are in one big group. Those types of programs tend to have an element of training or workshops. There tends to be an element of peer-to-peer coaching and interaction, and there should be some tools and resources that you get as part of the overall program. The advantage of group coaching is that you are spreading the cost among several businesses, so it tends to be at a lower price point, around about £500 to £1,000 per month for a good group coaching program. But the downside is that you don't tend to get that bespoke experience. The coach isn't going to understand your very specific situation and help you put together a proper roadmap of how you're going to address your specific challenges. But it is a good starting point, in particular for those smaller businesses or those starting off in business. Next is the one-to-one coaching route. Now, one-to-one coaching is where you are going to get much better results and much faster. This is where a coach works on a one-to-one basis with you or some of the people in your team, and therefore the coaching journey is completely tailored to what you are trying to achieve and identifying the best roadmap to being able to achieve that. With one-to-one coaching, there's more focus on understanding your particular challenges, understanding the constraints that are stopping the business from moving forward. There tends to be much better feedback, more focus on personal development. So the cost for that will be between £1,000 to £4,000 per month, depending on how the coaching is structured, whether it's just you or other people involved in the program itself. The next variable is frequency. Now, if you're going to see your coach or go to group coaching sessions on a more regular basis, that will obviously push the price up. And if you're going to see somebody only every now and then, that reduces the overall cost. In my experience, one-to-one coaching tends to be either on a weekly, fortnightly, or monthly basis. And from a group coaching perspective, that can also be weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. It depends on how it's set up and how it's structured. Generally speaking, the more often you do something, the better the results should be, because coaching should be about consistency and it should be about rhythm. So yeah, you'll need to find something that works for you and it isn't too much of a commitment, but something that keeps you just outside of your comfort zone, in my experience, is probably about where you want to be. The final factor will be the experience of the coach. So very experienced, skilled coaches will obviously charge you more, so they'll be at the upper end of those scales that I mentioned earlier, whereas new coaches obviously won't charge quite as much, or those coaches that aren't quite as skilled and maybe might not be as confident in terms of generating the results that you're after in your business. So those are the three important considerations for you. Do you want to go down the one-to-one coaching route, or do you want to go down a group coaching route? Do you want to see somebody frequently to be able to get more momentum and to achieve faster results, or are you okay slowing down the pace? And what kind of experience level is important to you? Do you want someone that's an expert, that's been doing it for a long time, or are you okay working with a coach that hasn't had that much experience? The key thing with all of these approaches is that coaching is a great tool for helping you get better results in your business. Make sure you choose something that is appropriate for what you want to achieve and the pace you want to work at. Those are probably the two most important factors that you need to think about.